Two very exciting things have happened this morning. Number one, there is blossom outside the window on the tree. I love when this happens. I feel like I remember saying it exactly a year ago in a video, but I feel like it's a big moment. Spring is coming. It is round the corner. More on that later on because I've done a little spring edit wardrobe guide for you that I'm going to be going into more, but I'm skipping ahead of myself. And number two, I have reached a personal best in my fitness journey, which is very exciting. Twice before I've got up to a 10-week streak on Peloton. I think the first one must have been when I first got it, and then I got pregnant, fell off the wagon, completely understandable. And then I think when Ralph was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months old, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Got up to 10 weeks again and then completely fell off the wagon. Wasn't getting enough sleep in my body. It just wasn't happening at the time. However, today I've done it. I've got an 11-week streak on my Peloton and I'm quite proud of myself. I'm really having an Alex Toussaint moment. Have I spoken about this in a video? I feel like I go through like ebbs and flows, peaks and troughs with people. Alex Toussaint's classes are so hard. I'm having a deja vu moment. I've definitely mentioned this. I did a climb ride this morning. I'd never done a climb ride before. Like, I'm basically still a tomato. Anyway, another exciting thing is this video is sponsored by Drunk Elephant. So I thought whilst I'm in the bathroom, I'm doing my morning routine, I would share with you some of my favorites from the brand that I've incorporated into my everyday routine. And a very special new launch, which if you follow me here, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, you would have seen I've been incorporating this into my everyday morning routine. So I thought I would share with you how I use that. But firstly, I've cleansed, I've spritzed, and then I really love the Ceramite AF Eye Balm. Looks a little something like this. Love the packaging. I take maybe half of a pump. Let's zoom you in and then just tap that under my eyes. I feel like at the moment I'm having a good skincare moment, and when this happens, I feel the need to like write it all down in an Instagram caption or like save it on my profile in some way so I can go back and be like, right, what was I doing? And I've got the list of what was giving the glow. It's such a nice eye cream. If like me, you're a little bit dehydrated in that area. I worked with them on this launch and then I think this is my second or third one. Like I repurchased it myself, it's fab. And then their big new launch is this radiance boosting leave-on mask. It's the Bouncy Bright Facial. But the idea behind this leave-on mask is it just helps to really clarify your skin. It helps to fade post-acne scars and stubborn spots, and that just really helps to even everything out. Plus, it reduces redness. Like that for me is huge. Like that is what I'm here for. So it's got 10% azelaic acid, 1% salicylic acid, and then this triple antioxidant brightening complex going on. I have to say, I really didn't know much about azelaic acid before I was introduced to this product, but it's like a bit of a wonder product. It kind of does a bit of everything, and research has shown that at a 10% concentration, azelaic acid can help improve multiple types of discoloration. So that can be things from like sun damage, but also post-breakout like brown, red marks, that kind of thing. And it has mild exfoliation properties as well. Like it's just it's a good all-rounder. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. I recently did an event at Space NK and got to meet one of the incredible like head educators of the brand, Camille. Oh my god, it was so fun. And he was saying that you could use this morning, night, or morning and night. Like I had no idea. It's a really multifunctional product, but I really enjoy taking like 2 pumps, and then there are multiple options, but I kind of go between 2. I like it with the C Firma Fresh Day Serum. I'm gonna take 2 pumps of that. This is for like brightening. Like if I feel like my skin is just lacking in that radiance and it needs a real oomph in terms of radiance, then this is such a good combination. They say it's like bouncier, brighter, better together when it comes to these two. However, I really suggest like listening to your skin. Ultimately, you know like what is best for your skin on a particular day. So if you want more hydration, I love Be Hydra. I always go back to Be Hydra. It's such a classic. And again, I would just take 2 pumps of Bouncy Bright, 2 pumps of Be Hydra, make my skincare smoothie, apply it all over, and that's like my serum-y step of my skincare routine in the morning done. Then I've got Protini. That is just so satisfying every time. So satisfying. Protini is such a good all-rounder moisturizer. For me, it's like thick enough for the winter time, but also gel-like enough, I guess, for the summer as well. I'm gonna pop a bit of the lip balm on. I feel so lucky to have my hands on these. They're the De Bronzi Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Like, these are just everything. You can incorporate it as part of your skincare routine, or sometimes I'll like mix it with the foundation and incorporate it as part of my more like makeup routine. When I got to meet Tiffany, the founder of Drunk Elephant, she was like, this is the product. And I'm so pleased she told me when she did, because I feel like I must have been like one of the last ones to get it before it sold out. But it is coming back soon. You'll have it for the summer. I have it on good authority. So just take a couple of drops and then just press that in all over. Like instantly, I'm like, right, okay, I'm good to go. However, final step, SPF, this is the Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense. And just pressing that all over as well. There you go, get a bit closer so you can see the final look, but like that is a lot of glow. I'm feeling glowy, I'm feeling hydrated, I'm feeling protected for the day, I'm feeling like my skincare is doing what I want it to do. We love it. All of these products will be linked down below for you, but Bouncy Bright has been such a good inclusion into my morning routine. Azelaic acid, I had no idea. Let this knowledge be the gift that I share with you today. Thank you so much Drunk Elephant for sponsoring this little section of the video, but I'm feeling a bit peckish, so I think it might be time for some lunch. It is so chaotic in here. There is a funny renovation update actually. I obviously share a calendar with Mark, and I looked at his calendar and for tomorrow it said renovation end date. The renovation was supposed to be finished tomorrow and it's now looking more likely to be like May, maybe? Sometimes you've just got to laugh. And you know what? Our temporary kitchen setup has served us very, very well indeed. And speaking of which, it's kind of early, but I'm just really in the mood for lunch. And I'm really enjoying sharing my lunches on here on Instagram, because I feel like there's a lot of us that just need like regular lunch inspiration. I am really obsessed with one lunch and I'm like, I could eat this every day. I could eat this every day for the rest of the year. And then I get a bit bored. I fancy something a little bit different. And I have a little new combination that's very quick, very easy, and also from my various different like gastro neurovirus bugs that I've had recently. I'm not really in the mood for meat, so I'm trying to find like veggie alternatives that I can have for lunch. So let me share with you a really tasty sandwich situation. I hard boil my eggs whilst I do everything else. I've just got 2 eggs in here. I feel like I need to do like a batch version of this and just hard boil up a load of eggs, keep them in the fridge, and then it would make this whole process a lot quicker. Then you need a sandwich outer. I had these like Warburton's whole grain thins that were really tasty, but these are protein thin bagels from Warburton's. I keep them in the freezer. I'll heat them up, defrost them, and just toast them. And then whilst that is heating up and toasting, I get everything out ready to go. I feel like the key is on one side of your bagel, sandwich, bread, whatever you're using, you need Philadelphia, like a bit of a cream cheese moment. Then on the other side, chili jam. This is from Blackman Bee Farm. I got it from, oh, it's made there. This is literally made in Hove, amazing. I got it from a local farm shop, but just like any kind of chili jam, like I'm obsessed with chili jam. So one side is cream cheese, one side is chili jam. Then in the middle, you're gonna have your hard-boiled egg and kind of whatever salady bits you have in your fridge. So I've just got a tomato, really into tomatoes at the moment. Ralph is really into tomatoes, I'm really into tomatoes. Slice that up. A bit of lettuce for a bit of crunch. I've got half of an avocado in there, I'll probably throw that in. Just popping my bagel in the toaster. And then, the star of the show is this, the Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel Sesame Seasoning Blend with sea salt, garlic and onion. And actually all it has in it is sesame seeds, sea salt flakes, dried minced garlic, dried minced onion, black sesame seeds and poppy seeds. So if you want to recreate your own, very, very easy. I did a quick little Google and found this on Amazon for a ridiculous price, but I feel like now I've tried it once, I feel like I could kind of recreate my own. I'm sure there are recipes online. Let me see if I can find one and link it in the description box for you. But it's just very garlicky and it adds a bit of crunch. So we just sprinkle that over the top, and that is my egg salad sandwich with chili jam and cream cheese. Does that sound weird? I don't know, it's very, very tasty. I'm just showing them my egg sandwich.
What's that?
I'm just showing them my egg sandwich.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, an egg sandwich, is it?
Well, it's like cream cheese on one side and chili jam on the other with egg in the middle.
Woo! That's good.
Very tasty. I also just said about the renovation end date being in your diary for tomorrow. That you just have to laugh. Just have to laugh. Actually,
I think that original date was an earlier start date. By a few weeks, I think. So, I mean, we're still off by a few weeks, but.
And to be fair, you are actually spending your afternoon doing something renovation adjacent.
Yeah, I'm going to go see the... Can I come in?
Yeah, you can, of course you can.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go see the guys do the concrete, polished concrete. So, yeah, he's doing another job somewhere, so I'm going to go and see him doing it and like see the process. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to some photos. We're getting there, We're basically, that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, it's just the rain.
I know.
I mean, we need rain, obviously. But it always seems to like fall at the most inappropriate
Yeah,
moment.
it does. Yeah, at the time when we're like, oh no, it's
Yeah,
really
it's like,
good.
it really could do with them like finishing the roof and they're like, it's raining, so I can't really do it.
But it's getting there.
It is, yeah. Oh yeah, no, it is.
What do you think end date is now?
I reckon it's like mid to late May.
I said May earlier.
Yeah, probably like, maybe like end of May. End of May for...
Finish.
Yeah, as in like for us, for our snagging as well and all that kind of thing, so...
Yeah, end of May for like, wow, this looks so good. This is like...
Yes.
Exactly what we wanted.
I'd like to be able to say like on the 1st of June, the builders are out, there's no extra snagging, there's nothing.
But then we'll be having the garden done.
Anyway.
No,
yeah, but you know, and
it'll be so worth it in the end. It's just if you've had work done on your, you know.
Yeah. Even if you get like, I don't know, you get some like, if you just like decorating done, it's like, it's enough of an upheaval sometimes.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Would you like some avocado?
Is there some spare?
Yeah, it's probably about half
Avocado.
half avocado. Okay, finishing it off with a little more sprinklings. Look, smell that. Ooh. Yeah, that is good, right? So those are your two halves, and then you just smush it over. I mean, it's actually quite impossible to keep it all within like the bagel or sandwich or whatever you're using. But there you go. It is delicious. I should have made this for you.
I think the chili jam's the thing for me that I don't know, maybe it would be nice in that actually, like
It's
in the
got
sandwich.
cheese in the bottom.
Yeah, I think maybe I could go for it.
Want a bite?
That is very nice
It's
actually.
good, isn't it? There you go. Mark just asked, is it a TikTok sandwich? I was like, no. I thought of it as myself.
An Anna Newton, the Anna Edit original.
It's an Anna Edit original sandwich. I just think the beauty of sandwiches is you can basically put in like all the things that you like. Like I like cream cheese, I like chili jam, I like eggs.
It could be a disaster that you could be like, I'm just going to put chocolate on it as well.
No, you know what I mean? And also you get to use up things in the fridge. It's a good like way of using things that are like a little bit on the turn. What were you going to say though? Because Mark was like, actually, I do like that sandwich.
I do like
and I was like, right, I'm putting the camera.
I do like it because it reminds me of the, maybe it's just because of like the taste of the chili jam, but it reminds me of like the Dishoom, you know, the Dishoom breakfast sandwiches.
The breakfast naan.
Breakfast naans, yeah.
Yes, I think that must be
right.
what was in my mind because the cream cheese on one side, the chili jam on the other.
Because they do, don't they? I think
they do one with a fried egg in.
Yeah, egg. I think it's egg, chili jam, and cream cheese.
Yeah, and then one with bacon in as well.
One with bacon in as well, yeah.
There you go. Oh.
I've got I bought some veggie sausages, so maybe I could put a veggie sausage in it.
Did you find veggie sausages?
I bought some Linda McCartney.
Did you?
Yeah, I like them ones. I fancy sausages, but I didn't want to buy.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Just fancy a light makeup situation today, so I thought I would put some on as I talk you through something that I had so much fun making, like so much fun. Basically living out my childhood dreams of like working in a magazine. When I was younger, I was an avid girl talk reader and I was like, this is for me, this is my future life. I want to work in magazines and Girl Talk magazine is going to be that magazine. But something happened to me the other weekend and I was like, I need to create a spring capsule wardrobe guide and nothing could stop me. And every single time that Ralph was asleep, like morning, night, whenever, I was there on my laptop creating this PDF document and I'm just really excited to share it. And hopefully if all has gone well with like the back end stuff, you can now get access to the spring edit. It's going to be in the description box. It's a free PDF download. So you can download it to your phone, to your laptop. You can screenshot, you can print it out. It's yours to do whatever the hell you want with. So it's free. It's 19 pages long. I mean, wouldn't it be fun if I could just squeeze 20 pages? It just sounds way more satisfying, but I was like, I just want everything in here to be perfect. I would love to hear your feedback. If I was to do one for summer, like what would you like to see in there? Anything you'd like added? But for my first edition of the spring edit, I've narrowed it down to 4 categories. So the first part is all about creating a spring capsule wardrobe. So if that is your jam, I've taken all the guesswork out of it and created, I think there's about 44 pieces, maybe 45 pieces that will sort you out for spring. And I really wanted it just to be a guide in terms of like, here are like the 3 pairs of denim that I would recommend that I personally have in my spring wardrobe. But obviously go through what you've got already, and maybe it's just that you want to sort through everything that you have, edit it down a little, and just have your spring wardrobe like out on a rail or in a certain drawer or like in a particular part of your wardrobe. I really wanted it to be a guide to take inspiration from. Ultimately, you know, like the fits, the silhouettes, the fabrics, the colors, all of that kind of jazz that works for you. But I thought it would be nice to see, like, I've tried to basically recreate my spring wardrobe, and then you can riff off of that how you like. Every single thing in this guide is clickable. Like, if you see an item of clothing, you can click on it and it will go to that item of clothing. So ultimately the whole thing is completely shoppable. But the real idea is just to use what you've got in your wardrobe already, and hopefully this just inspires you to like organize it and maybe find a few new ways to wear things. The next section is all about trends. So I've written a little piece on just how to tackle trends, some questions to ask yourself when it comes to buying trends. And then I've also done my top trends for spring 23. Oh my gosh, I just love this eye color. This is that Lisa Eldridge one in Burnt Sienna. It's so nice. The third section is really fun. The third section is basically like Clueless. It's outfit formulas. So I've tried to create 3 different outfits for different situations. We've got like workwear, we've just got everyday outfits, some fun spring silhouettes to try. Oh, and some going out outfits as well, because that's always where I struggle. I'm like, yeah, what are we wearing out these days? And then the final part is just a little bit of wardrobe hygiene. Like I've just like linked up some videos in there all to do with wardrobe maintenance, or just some little challenges that you might want to give yourself in spring, ultimately just to get more wear from the things that you already have. Oh, and actually in the outfit formula section, I've forgotten this, I've done a little weekend away wardrobe as well. So if you've got any like little weekend trips planned, I think it's maybe like 9 pieces. I've created 5 different outfits, so you can really take a mini capsule wardrobe with you wherever you go. I just had so much fun creating it, and I would love for it to be a seasonal thing. So I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know how you've used it. And like I said, anything that you'd like to see in future seasons, like I would just love all of the feedback. And yeah, it was just really, really fun to create. It's like a bumper blog post / everything you want to know about your spring wardrobe is in there. So yeah, download it in the link. It's free. Feel free to share it. I just thank you for letting me live out my Girl Talk magazine fantasy. Whilst we're on the subject of spring wardrobes, I thought it'd be nice just to talk through some of my favorite spring pieces. Obviously, these basically all feature in the spring edit, but most of them have been in my wardrobe for a couple of years now, and are just things that I go back to every single spring. So I'll try and find dupes for these because a lot of them are out of stock, you know, they're old, but there's always something similar to be found. So check out the description box for that. But number 1, the trench coat. I think this is why I'm so excited about spring, because to me, autumn style is like my favorite. Is that transitional, like still kind of layering, but like lighter layers. And trench coats are like the perfect transitional season piece. I go back to these all the time. They're from Totem, but there are so many high street dupes. Arket always have really good dupes. H&M Premium always have really good dupes. Mango always have something similar in as well, so I'll link some of these down below for you. But I really like having one in black and one in like a classic trenchy beige colour. Before this, I hadn't had a black trench coat before. I think I had a navy one, and obviously I'd had previous reiterations of this, but I'm like, now I have these 2. It's famous last words, but I can't see me getting rid of these anytime soon. I lived in them last year and the year before that. Very handy pieces to have in your wardrobe. I've got more jackets to suggest. I've got more jackets. However, both of these were pre-loved secondhand buys, and you can definitely find something similar, especially from somewhere like Curate and Rotate, Retold Vintage. I'll link those places down below. They're like my 2 favourite places to find secondhand buys. And both of these are from, oh no, this was Curate and Rotate. This one was from a place called Wear Not New, which isn't around anymore, which is such a shame because their pieces were always so good. This is from Jaeger and this is from Max Mara. But I feel like spring is a really good time to experiment with jackets. Like, we're done with coats. Like, this Arket puffer jacket has served me well, but I'm really excited for like lighter layers, you know what I mean? A light layer with a t-shirt underneath, jeans, jumper and sandals. Weather is just around the corner, and that is very exciting. That fills me with a lot of happiness. I would say though, this season, have a little look out for a suede number. I'm really enjoying the texture of this. I find like it really just jazzes up quite like boring outfits that I wear underneath, like an all black outfit or like denim with a black t-shirt. And then I put this over the top and it just takes it to the next level. So if you can find a pre-loved suede sort of swing style jacket, I highly recommend. I must have got this a few years ago now, maybe like 3-4 years ago, and I'd say it is one of my favorite jackets that I own. Like, even looking at it now, I just want to put it on. You know when you find a jacket and you're like, this was made for me. Like, look at that. It's such a nice shape. I love the wide arms. Like, oh, it's just so beautiful. I found it to be quite a hard thing to replicate on the high street. Mango had a really good dupe in, actually. Maybe like this time last year, but I haven't seen anything that's exactly the same. There is one linked up in the spring edit that's like a similar thing that I could find. I think it's from Arquette, and it's more like a short kind of trench coat. That's what I was trying to find to like dupe this, but this will definitely be in my spring edit, and I definitely recommend trying to find one secondhand because I wear it all the time. I'd say spring is the time to start thinking about matching sets. These ones are from Jeff Avenue, and they are their on-the-go sets, I think. This one is in the ash, this one is in the mocha. I think it's just a good time to think about a coordinating little number, like whether that's a shirt and trousers like these. Let me show you, or is it better in the brown? Just an oversized kind of silky style shirt and then matching trousers. These are actually quite nice because they're elasticated on the back, but then they have a button and a zip up the front. So they're very, very comfortable, can look a bit like business casual if you need them to be, but ultimately I feel really good when I'm wearing these. But I'd say spring is a good time to invest in them because they're gonna see you through like the summer and also the autumn as well. You can layer them up if it's a little bit chilly. You can do a vest underneath. You could do like, ooh, like an oversized black blazer with these, with like a little loafer or a little like Chanel dad sandal dupe. Wonderful. Another spring favorite of mine is the jumpsuit. Like, a boiler suit to me, I've always loved a boiler suit. This one is from Cezanne. I will try and find it. They've still got it in stock. Cezanne are a really good place to look for like jumpsuits, boiler suits. They've always got a handful of styles in, and they're actually quite hard things to find. Like, I think they're amazing. Like, why are there not more boiler suits available? But they're a good place to check out if you are quite tall. I'm 5'7", and like, this is long. Like, I have to turn up the trousers like 1 whole inch on the bottom. So tall people, Cezanne is the one for you. The trousers are actually really long as well. Like, actually, yeah, they're quite like a tall brand. Obviously, I love how with a jumpsuit, it's just an outfit in one. Especially in those months where it can be like a little bit chilly, but also like a little bit warm. When you get to the end of spring, like hopefully it's gonna be quite nice weather. This is quite thick. It's a denim fabric, so it's thick, and it means that you can just wear this with a loafer. I would probably wear this with my Chanel dad sandals. I think that's how I wear this the most. And I'm like, cool, I am done for the day, throw on a bag, good to go. I'm obviously having a real moment with Dish. I have a problem. I just think their stuff. You know when you like, I found something and it's like the brand that I've been looking for all my life. I just wish it was more readily available in the UK and you didn't have to pay like the duties and the tax, because it is quite painful and it does make it quite expensive. I mean, this is the top that I'm wearing today, but in dress form. And then this slinky black number as well. I can see myself getting a lot of wear out of this for spring. Like, now I like dresses. I feel that a whole new world has opened up to me, quite honestly. And skirts as well. I'm like in the mood to buy a skirt. But just like boiler suits, I kind of love that it's just an outfit in one. Stick on a shoe, stick on a bag. I guess this with like an oversized kind of neutral linen blazer over the top. Can it be spring already? I could go on forever, but 2 final things. Like a tailored wide leg trouser. Obviously, I love my denim. I live in my denim. These are the Arquette. They've like rebranded to the Delilah jeans. These are the ones that I love, like the straight style. I've got them in the washed black and also like a blue denim as well. But a wide leg tailored trouser. I mean, it's not just a spring favorite, to be honest with you. I happily wear these all year round, but I think these in the spring, like a long sleeve, just slinky sort of t-shirt, maybe a blazer over the top, a really nice multifunctional piece. If you need something to wear to the office, these are going to be great. They make me feel good. They make me feel like I'm getting stuff done, but also fun to dress down as well. I get a lot of wear out of these. These are from the Frankie shop, and I've recently found them like linked up in stock. I'll link them down below. I think I've got them in a large, but I've had them tailored because they were quite long and they're a little bit gaping around the waist. Definitely worth doing that, by the way. If there's anything in your wardrobe that you're like, oh, I would like this, but if it was a little bit shorter or a little bit more tapered in, like find someone local. I'll put the details of my seamstress down below in the description box actually, because she is wonderful. The Birkenstock clogs, really, really hard to find in stock. I have found the best place they come back into stock every now and again is matches. So I would sign up to their little wish list, and then they'll email you, or if you have their app, they'll send you an alert, which I do have, whenever they come back into stock. I actually found these ones secondhand, and these ones I've had for about 2 years now. I live in these. The funny thing is Ralph loves to try on my shoes, but he will only ever try on these ones or my Ugg boots. No other shoes he's interested in. Like, the boy has taste. But with all of the outfits that I've mentioned, everything that I wear, these go with them. They go with everything. Once you get kind of used to styling them, you're okay with doing like a bit of a sock and a clog situation. I've really got a lot of wear out of these. I did a TikTok the other day of my wearing statistics so far, and I think those Birkenstocks were like my 3rd most worn piece. Like, I really do wear them all the time. Then finally, a loafer. I feel like I have mentioned, oh, there's another thing I need to mention. It's these. These are the 2 shoes that I've basically mentioned all the way through this video, but if I'm talking about a loafer, I'm talking about these. These are from Arquette, and they're just suede loafers, probably from a year or 2 ago. If they don't do them, I'll try and find something similar. I know Suzanne have some really nice suede loafers in as well, but they're really comfortable, which obviously is a good thing with a shoe, and I like the colour of them. I feel like the tan goes really nicely with like black denim, obviously blue denim. I wear these a lot. And then these are the Chanel dad dupes I'm talking about. They're from Mango. They are 2 summers old, and they are peeling away at the sole, but I found a really good dupe for these, so I'll link those in the description box. And I just love the shape of them. Like, I genuinely prefer these to the Chanel ones. Like, I don't want the big branding. I don't want like a little Diamante number on them. Like, I'm more than happy to have an unbranded Chanel dad dupe. And they're really, really comfortable as well. And I just find that coming into more like the end of spring, like, we're obviously not at non-sock weather yet, but when we reach non-sock weather, like, this is then what I wear until we get to sock weather again. There you go. That was a whistle-stop tour of my personal spring favorites that are all featured in the spring edit wardrobe guide. I really, really hope you like it. Definitely check it out, download it, let me know what you think. It was so fun to put together, and yeah, it's just been fun to talk about spring. Like, it is round the corner, guys. We are almost there. We almost did it. Is it just me, or does this really feel like the longest winter ever? I am so ready for some like vitamin D on my body. Fingers crossed no one in my household having a cold for like maybe 3 weeks. Like, that would be a record right now. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next weekend for a brand new video. Bye.